Hello, Troy White, Hoodoo Financial. And I just want to cover one issue, uh, 3 points on one topic. That topic is planning is the management of the distance between 2 points. Planning is the management of the distance between 2 points. Now, what are those 2 points? When I say I got three things I want to touch. Now, those 2 points are any 2 points. It could be a distance, it could be theoretical points, but I'm gonna give you a for instance. Planning is the management of the distance between your birth and your death. Let's holler at that for a second. All right. Planning is the management of the distance between your birth and your death. Damn, that means planning is about managing your life, right? The distance between your birth and your death is your life. That's what we call the distance between your birth and your death. So planning is the management of your life. Wow. If I'm managing my life, that means I planned my life. If I'm not managing my life, that means I wake up and I react to whatever the day is gonna give me, right? I walk out the door, somebody say, hey, let's go around there. I go around there. And whatever is happening around there is what's gonna happen to me, right? And many people have got caught up, many people that you know and that I know are sitting in jail right now because that circumstance happened to them. They woke up today, there was no plan, so therefore, if I have no direction, any direction will work, right? If I'm not going nowhere and someone suggests somewhere to go, that's just as good as anywhere else because I didn't have no destination. So that's true of every about many things in your life. So as a point I was just making is you got friends, I got friends who today when they or the day they woke up, they didn't expect to get caught up in this situation. But if you backtrack that day, you'll realize, well, they didn't plan. They was just haphazardly going about looking for something to get into. And when we look for something to get into, we can find something to get into, right? Usually it ain't too good. So planning is the management of the distance between your birth and your death. Damn. What are you going to do between your birth and your death? What do you want to do between your birth and your death? Is it important to you to do any damn thing between your birth and your death? That's your life. Is it important? Is your life important? Don't you look at some people and wonder, damn, do they even care about their own life? And we know some people don't no more. And clearly they didn't have a plan. Now, again, I've mentioned, you could be a great planner and still fall upon hard times. I can tell you some stories. I mean, as recently as 2013, I'll give you a quick story. Um, I owned two laundromats. The only reason I owned all right, I was a financial planner at a firm. I ain't gonna tell you the name of the firm. And all my clients were broke. The recession hit. They got broker. So as I was helping those who weren't already wealthy. So it wasn't necessarily making me a great income. Well, my clients uh, went under during the recession. So that took me under during the recession. Fortunately, I purchased one laundromat and I end up coming up on another. And I can get into how I did those. Either I did that with no money, all brain power, no financial power. So I'll tell you that story later time. But what I was talking about is plans. So when I was at that financial firm, I had a plan that, if this thing failed, I'll go get a job. If that thing failed, I got this going, right? I had irons in the fire. That fire went out, that fire went out, that fire went out, that fire went out. I was stuck. I ain't had nothing but the laundromat, right? The laundromat wasn't making no money. Um, but my point in telling you this story is that I know I was following the plan. I was sticking to it. I thought my plans were sound and solid. Well, I had to react to the market. The market, was tanking. The circumstances all around me were changing. So I had to adjust the plan. And that didn't mean I didn't feel the pain. Because believe me, it hurt. It was major pains going on, which I can speak to that later at on another topic. But the point is, even I felt like I had failed to plan for these circumstances. But now that it's over and I look back, I realized that no, actually, it was my ability to plan that got me through those circumstances. Because each step along the way, I was making moves just in case. Every move I made was with no money. I wasn't excessively spending money. I wasn't taking undue risks. Uh, Things just didn't go my way. But I was planning for things to not go my way. But hey, they really, 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 really didn't go my way. I could tell you a whole lot. I'm gonna tell you a whole lot. I forgot all about my laundromat experiences. I had shootouts and everything at that place. I'll tell you some of those stories at another time. But my ability to plan is what got me through the recession and got me back on top. That the recession took me to zero, negative, and I'm way back on top. Way back on top. Just trust me when I tell you that. All right, planning is the management of the distance between, I said, your birth and your death. That's just your life, right? But planning is also the management of the distance between your dreams and your reality. The management of the distance between your dreams and your reality. So I need to, if my reality is ever going to equal my dream, I'm going to have to make a plan to make that so. I'm going to have to create a plan. I'm going to have to formulate a plan. And part of what I'm harping on is I want you to recognize that planning itself is hard work, but it's not physical work. It's your brain. Trust in your brain. You got knowledge in your head. Don't be scary. And when I say scary, African Americans is tough guys. Yeah, I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. We remember that song. I ain't never scared. But you scary. You scary. You not scared to chunk them with somebody, but you scared to, scared of, some people are scared of books. Definitely scared of math. I hear that. I hate when I hear that. Oh, that's math. Oh, I never was good at math. Yeah, because you keep saying that. Do you know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide? That's any calculation. The longest formula known to man, which I don't know what it is, but I can show you some complex formulas that will make your mind go like, man, that math, oh, that's scary. But if I explain to you what each of those numbers represent, and if you understand how to do an equation, it's just like, how do you read a sentence? You read an equation the same way you read a sentence. You read it one direction, right? So we say things to scare ourselves, and that's what prevents you from managing the distance between your dreams and your reality, because you get scared away. You get scared into thinking that your dreams cannot become reality. You get scared into thinking that it's too heavy, it's too much lifting to get these dreams over here to this reality. And the thing is, nothing's going to happen if you don't achieve your dreams. Nothing's going to happen. So, what's going to happen to me if you live your life unhappy, unsuccessful, unfulfilled? What's going to happen to the people around you? Nothing. Not nothing. Now, those who are directly related to you or a dependent of you, oh yeah, it's going to impact them, all right. But other than that, so you don't have to be successful. But in a larger sense, it does impact us. It impacts your broke ass self in some other state. Impacts me over here in this state. If you wasn't that broke, maybe you would patronize more businesses that interact with my business. That would make me more successful. So if you were more successful, other businesses would be more successful. Maybe some of those businesses employ your friends and family. So your inability to plan, I mean, we could keep on connecting the dots. So your ability to plan, inability to plan, and inability to manage your life and your dreams and your realities affects people. It affects all of us. But the direct impact is only going to be on you. You're the one not going to eat. We're going to be sitting somewhere enjoying a meal, but you not. And I want you to enjoy a meal. All right, your dreams and your reality. Manage that distance between your dreams and your reality. Planning is the management of the distance between your success and your failures. Planning is the management of the distance between your success and your failure. Hey, it could be a wide distance, but whatever the distance is, if the shorter it is, the more at risk you are. But the point is, you better manage that distance. Success and failure. It's like a tightrope walker. With one of them poles that's balancing, trying to get by. That's you. You balancing, and success is over here, failure is over here. You gotta navigate that. And it is important. It's important to those around you. Those who love you, people who care about you. You've had family members, and when you hear about, oh yeah, so and so is going through this and that and that and this, that hurts. It hurts. It hurts in I'll just cover two ways. It hurts. It hurts because you feel sympathetic and you feel for your relative and your loved one, but it also hurts in that you might have to take up the slack. So their failures impact you. So if it's a relative that's hurting, damn, I hope they don't get kicked out their apartment because they're gonna come over here trying to live over here, right? You don't want that, and you didn't have that. You know you've had that. So um, you know you have to manage your life, your goals, your dreams, your future, your success, and managing that is all about planning. And I can never mention your need to plan without mentioning your need to take action. Plans are no good if you don't act upon them. You will, at least I often have conversations, and someone will be excited about what they can do or what they want to do. Oh, I'm going to the studio. I'm doing the album, or oh, so and so gonna put me on. They know Dr. Dre or something like that, right? It's always one of these pie in the sky type of things. But what's your plan? So I don't want to hear about all these facts and statistics on what you could do. Go do it. You know, planning it out means you have the details of actions that must take place. You know what? So that means you gotta always take notes. You make plans to make plans. I have just my own self. I have notes of, about the plans that I'm making that are sub plans of other plans. So I may have a plan, and that plan it has multiple goals that there are multiple tasks to achieve multiple goals that are miniature goals within a larger goal. So planning it can take a lot of effort. It can take a lot of time. But the main thing is that it is something that is always under revision and must always be monitored, and will require some sort of new action, some sort of new activity, some sort of taking in some new information, reanalyzing your goals, reanalyzing your status, and then doing another analysis on the plan, and then taking action again. Then that's a cycle. It literally never stops. I'm gonna cut it there and just let you know that planning is the management of the distance between these three things. I mean, planning is just management of distance. But what the distances I want you to take heed to is the distance between your birth and your death, the distance between your dreams and your realities, and the distance between your success and your failure. Find a plan to manage those spaces, and you're gonna win in the end. Holler back.